fantastic episode with some interesting life-changing information. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It very well can be that for you. But welcome back to Maturity Project. Maturity Project is an intention to help people start to identify different parts and areas of their body that they can develop and mature. So 8 different areas of maturity. And I'm your host, Sir Chad Everett Broshears to some, Chad Everett Broshears to others, Mr. Sure, that works too. But today's conversation is just a little bit. So, and what I mean, simple. I mean, it's pretty easy to catch and to see what I mean. But point of it is that, what does it mean just a little bit? Most of us need to function on what we consider to be stable, structurally sound, or confident in a confident area for us in order to do something. The thing is that most people believe that if you try just a little bit, you could mess up the whole thing, screw it all up. Because at some point in time, they likely tried a little bit, and that little bit was successful enough to give them a lot more, and they didn't have an understanding how to get to their safety, if you will, in order to return back to what they consider to be normalcy. So, simple, easy version. Now, that's some of the reasons why we don't do it. Right? The simple of it is just do a little something. Try something on. It's okay to change your pattern of behavior in front of people. It is okay to do that. It's just you may be received in a way that may seem to be less stable or foundationally sound. Same thing. Different way of looking at it, but still the same thing. So it may look that way, but if you let people know what you're up to, what game you're up to in life, that you have specific goals to achieve something very specific, if you let them know, they may be very eager to support you in the process. They might want to just jump in and be like, hey, what do you need from me? What resources? This is a great endeavor. I'm proud of you, whatever. Like, they get that big level buy-in. Tell me what you need from me, and I'm happy to help. Like, who wouldn't want that kind of buy-in, right? That'd be awesome. Well, this is what I'm talking about creating. You will always miss opportunities like that. It'll be outside of your control if you don't declare stuff. So if you let people know, hey, yeah, I'm up to something. I'm working on developing. I do this, actually. It's not too crazy. People in my life know me for this, and they know me very well for it, is that I'll let you know what I'm up to. Like, yeah, I'm developing this, or I'm working on that, and I'm very eager to share because I enjoy it so much, and I'd love to be able to inspire people to, see life a little bit differently, see that there's opportunities. And when I say opportunities are always right there in front of you, they're always around you, and they are. It's just your ability to see them or your ability to access those opportunities. Friendships can give you access to opportunities, and they often do, especially whenever you enroll people in what you're up to. Being at the right place at the right time, but having a way of recognizing that there's something of value in front of you. Something of value does not necessarily need to be valued by everyone. It can be something that very few people give value to, whether they don't understand that it exists. Behaviors, things like that. An example of that. Let me give you one here. Not to know that it exists, right? Well, you could know that somebody out there does something, right? In martial arts, most people say, yes, I understand what martial arts are, but there's not a lot of people that are taught to the level of truly understanding origin, really understand what it means to develop a second nature behavior, and go through the whole process. So you know that it's out there. For a lot of people, unless they're first time introduced, which happens to all of us, right? We get introduced to something at some point in time in our life. Prior to that, we didn't know it existed. Then somebody goes, yeah, that organized set of movements that you see there in that particular exchange or fight is martial arts. Like, oh, wow, I didn't know that existed. Or you find out a different discipline inside of martial arts. You know that the category of self-defense exists and that it has a specific value of behaviors that have different practices and disciplines that create their own form of their own martial art. It's pretty cool when you look at it from that perspective that you didn't know that existed before. Same thing, like, how to paint. You knew that painting was possible, but you didn't understand the discipline necessary to paint in a way that people find pleasing. But when you're introduced to it, then you can practice and get better at it. So, practice something. Take on a little something. Give yourself a sample of something different today. The same idea of trying a different food, trying on, because that's a specific language associated with certain educations. And, also, religions, things like that. But anyway, so you want to try on, let me not use that. You want to try a new food. If you haven't had it before, taste it. You need trying something different a little bit. Food's easy. It's easy to focus on. It's easy to qualify value. It's easy to understand what the benefit of doing it is, because now you may open up a new category of types of food that you like, but you might add one to your favorites list, but you've evacuated ignorance about that food and you've tried it, so therefore you've had the experience. Ignorance doesn't exist anymore to that level of tasting it and to experience the food to the level that you did. That excuses the ignorance that was there prior. Ignorance, by the way, is not bad or anything. It's just lacking knowledge or experience. So, trying on a little bit every day. Why not? Pick a category and try it. You don't need to change everything about you. You could say, you know what, in an attitude direction, I need to be more affirmative and supportive of my own decisions. More consistent. I need to be more stern in my position. All right, fantastic. Try it on. Put it on a little bit. See how that works out for you. It means that you do want to try it enough that you can, notice that it has some degree of, good for you. It has some degree of value that helps be above and beyond what you were doing prior. So it's just trying different behaviors. Most of the time when we try this stuff on and when we do these things for the first time, we're typically pretty bad at it. But if you're not attached to being an expert at it, which is recommended, just try it on and say that, this is the first time I've tried this. And if you tell people too, I don't know, just trying something out. Just try to be funny. Or try to be funny in that way. If it failed, then, it failed. It was pretty miserable. But you're putting it out there so other people can consume an understanding about some change, which is increasing the likelihood that they'll support you. If you don't tell them and you start making changes, it makes them question things, questions your relationship with them to whatever degree they're related in that relationship. It could cost you, it could have you be, that person, isn't consistent in this way, so I'm a little cautious about even having this person involved with anything that I'm doing. That can be there too. There's always going to be that, but if you let them know, you don't let them fill in that void. Most people admire that other people are working on something to develop themselves. I admire that. I mean, you tell me you're working on something to develop yourself, I'm going to get curious, man. I want to know. I want to know as much as you're willing to share with me. Why not? It's good. I can live vicariously. If there's something that you're doing that I have not had experience in, but I'm curious about it, I can learn enough about it to see if it's something that I want to put effort into experiencing. And that's it. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Try it on. Try on a little bit. A little bit at a time. It's like seasoning. Try a little bit and see how good it is. And the next time, maybe try a little bit more. Maybe that'll be preferable. It's just trying little things. Why the hell not? All right. Until next time, this is the Maturity Project. I'm your host, Chad Everett Broshears, or Sir Chad Everett Broshears to some. This episode was on. Try a little bit. Just take on a little bit. Share this video with people in your life that it could help either start a conversation or to give them some sort of insight. I'm not saying I know everything by any means. I'm definitely not coming from that. Just giving my perspectives in life and to see how well it supports other people while they're going through their own journey. So comment in the comment section if you got anything out of this that you enjoyed and or like to start a conversation, possibly even set up a guest opportunity on the show. Comment in the comment section. And subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that you know whenever these are going live. And yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side. So remember, we got a lot to do, and what else are we gonna do? You can either sit around and do nothing, or you can develop into that next level of who you need to be to see the goals that you have in life realized. So let's get started on us, and then we'll work our way from there. All right, until next time, guys. Okay, see ya.